What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard trading coach who will be doing a live trading session, live analysis, live discussion about all aspects of trading. Second day of trading week, NFP week, as you know, that very volatile. Let's see what kind of opportunity we have now. As you have seen yesterday, in both of the session we had trade. Let's see how we can pass today's session, how the market is doing. Before I begin, make sure you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Don't miss that, and also press that bell button so that any content that I'm releasing, you are notified as soon as it's on the live. So let's begin with gold. Now I was looking at daily chart on gold. As you can see, a gold daily form a doji, okay, daily doji. Now this is a two edge doji. You can see it has both edge on the up and down. Now this daily doji is in fact either, now the most important part here is to look at it's a bullish or bearish. So let's analyze from all aspects and let's see which way our bias will be today. Now if we look at first of all, I will be looking at the bigger picture, monthly. Now from the monthly perspective, what we see that gold bigger picture is bearish. This is what I mentioned yesterday, guys. If you remember that the monthly candle that has closed is a middleman, and that middleman is a bearish continuation pattern. I might keep the camera on and off, guys. I think you guys can see me. Okay, that's good. So I hope that everyone can see me. I thought that camera was on. Was missing you guys. Good to see you here. So what do you see that this is the monthly candle, which is a monthly middleman. And that monthly middleman, if you look at the overall picture here, you can see this is the resistance and the price. We discussed this multiple times, but you know, I love to repeat because that's how we can learn and grow. Repetition is the key. And we saw that after this monthly, I might keep camera on and off, guys. So what we see that here, this is the monthly candle that has, you know, it has a massive liquidity in it. This is a very important point, and because of that we saw that the market had a significant drop on gold. Now the last month, what you saw that this one is a middleman, and a long bearish angle for middleman, for me it's a continuation pattern. And this is what I discussed, that the market may continue to drop further this month, also very highly likely to happen. Now what you saw yesterday, an unusual movement to the upside, has gone above this, not above, just tested this monthly support. And now what I think that slowly we could see that gold may drop. Now you can see 1932 level that I have drawn here. Okay, this level is quite significant. If you look at lower time frame, you'll see why it is important, because it's below this. This is the lowest point of this monthly candle. And also if you look at the weekly and daily, you'll see other factors. Now also this is the weekly support, down resistance. And if you remember my yesterday's analysis and everything, this is what we discussed, that on gold from the weekly we could see a lower high creation on the weekly, and then we could see that gold, you know, started to drop from that resistance line, creating a lower high. We could see that gold melting to the downside, and it did that. After creating a lower high, we saw initial rejection, and I think that from the weekly we could see that gold may continue to drop. And even if we see from the weekly a range, it's not unusual, but still we can have a lot of trade on the lower time frame. Now looking at the daily, from the daily perspective, see this is the daily doji. If you closely look at it, you can see the high of the doji. It just crossed this daily high and then immediately rejected. Now because the price was creating, you can see a series of lower high, and in that series of lower high, first time once the market has crossed that daily high, the market had a rejection. What I think, guys, very highly likely in my prediction, gold may go up again to this level, okay, exactly to that point. It might either create a higher low again with this daily high, may touch this daily 20 EMA, and what I think that gold, after touching this slowly, will turn to a bearish market, and then we'll see that it's continuing its long-term downtrend. Now if we look at 4 hour, what do we see? That it's sharp rejection from this after breaking this. This is the liquidity zone that I discussed yesterday, very high liquidity zone above this doji. And if you remember exactly, from that point there is a massive drop. I'm sure that, guys, for those who were there, definitely had a great trade. Let me know in the live chat if you had. You can see that after breaking this high, okay, triggered liquidity. Now if you are not sure what is liquidity, let me know, we'll discuss more. This is the key things that you will be learning for growing as a trader. And now from that point on, we saw that movement. I think that it's gonna go up again, and then we could see that it's coming down again. And in my opinion, I don't think that gold will be able to make a big move like that. Instead, we could see that after testing, gold slowly will turn to downtrending market, but initially we could see again a bit more upside, but there is a rejection here, so you could see that gold is coming down again from that level. Okay, so if we look at now 4 hour how they are doing, you can see the previous session there's a doji, and then this session the market is forming another bullish candle. Now because it's a sharp rejection, I don't think that bulls will be able to make much. Instead going here and then coming back down. Let's see on the 1 hour chart. Okay, we see that market is evolving in that area. So now for our trading, let's look at very low time frame on the 15 minutes and on the 5 minutes. That will keep eye for potential entry. As soon as you will find, we will be jumping on a trade. Let's see, guys, let me know in the live chat how you are doing. 5 minutes and 15 minutes that we will be looking at. I'll discuss more why I look at mostly 5 minutes gold trade, as gold is scalping on the 5 minutes or day trading is very gold is very volatile, and there's a lot of trading opportunity even in this lower time frame. If you have the right strategy, you can have reliable trade. Now if you remember our trade, the one that we had won yesterday from here, exactly this trade, and as you can see from that onward there is a massive move happen like this. Once you know how to trade on 5 minutes, you know that when to trigger for bigger trade. All right, guys, hope that you had a great trading days and trading week. Let me know how you guys are doing. Thank you very much for being here. It's good to see all of you are here digitally. Good evening, good morning, coach. Thank you very much. Hi everyone. Guys, good day, coach. Dr. Nice. Good morning. Thank you very much. John, good morning, coach. Thank you very much. Mila, hi Nizam, how are you? Will you please analyze AUD USD? Absolutely, I'll be analyzing. Thank you for asking that. What's happening with AUD CAD? Okay, we'll be looking at that. AUD CAD, with the news, there is a little bit of breakdown. We'll look at that. Good morning. Good morning. Morning, coach. Dollar yen. Yeah. Hello, coach. EuroCAD. Hi, coach. Nice to see you. Thank you very much. Nice to see you too. Morning, coach. Please look at. Yep, we'll be looking at that. Good morning. Good morning. Good day. Thank you. AUD CAD. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Good morning from USA. Yep. How about AUD USD, coach? Yep. Yeah, let's look at AUD pairs. There is a news being released, as you can see on AUD. Let's see how it impacted. Now, dollar CAD, not dollar CAD, Aussie CAD. If we look at the daily, okay, so Aussie CAD, what we have seen that, as expected, it made a bullish move, and then immediately after breaking the daily high with the news release, we saw that there is a drop. Now, because it's a long term, it's a long term downtrend, I think that Aussie CAD, let me see the bit more higher and lower time frame together. Monthly. Now, from the monthly, let me see, there's a doji. We could see that on AUD CAD. What I think that, because you can see there is a long wick here on the monthly. Okay, price normally moves like that. The price will never move directly like that. Okay, what it will do, if you look at this monthly, there's a lower wick, right? Now the price might now come down to test the lower part of this monthly wick. If you look at that, this is the lower part where there is the support, and from that level, okay, either creating a little bit of a overextended, you'll see that again going up, or we could see that again AUD CAD coming down further and then going up. So there is a probability for a deeper pullback, as there has been a drop. Now this is the monthly. Now a month is a 4 weeks time, so let's see on the weekly how it is doing. Now if we look at the weekly, okay, what we can see that on the weekly perspective, there's a weekly doji after this bearish candle this week so far has gone to the resistance primary. Okay, so because you can see after breaking the weekly high, it has a rejection, and during the news we might see a bit more deeper on the, if we look at the daily as well, we see that. Now there are two probability on AUD CAD. Now is, if you look at what we can see that from the daily, this is the line that we have drawn. I think that AUD CAD, you might not see straight breaking down again trending, because as I mentioned, the market is already on an important level of support. So from the daily already we saw this swing high. The previous swing high is broken, right? So it's a downtrend and swing high is broken. So we might see the price might be coming along this zone again. You see that, and it might form kind of inverted head and shoulder on the daily and consolidate and make this move that way. So this is a bigger picture. Now let's see from 4 hour. Now this is where the key points, because there is a strong rejection. You can see this is the 4 hour candle. The price has moved up, but we saw strong rejection. I think that AUD now may not be able to travel further. Instead, we could see now, we might see a couple of dodges here, coming back down here again, and along this zone we might see again, ranging or moving to the upside. We could see the range. Okay, so there is a downside probability, as we saw that there is a very strong breakdown. Now to be sure about it, that it's coming down, though you can't be sure anything in trading, but what we can expect is for the price to go ahead and retest this level. Now you see, if you look at the 1 hour chart, you'll see a channel here. Okay, if we draw this channel, let's keep it that way because there's a neckline here. You see, the market has developed this neckline with this 1 hour candle, with this doji, and because there has been a very strong rejection with this long bearish engulfer, what I think the Aussie CAD might go up, test this support here, which is also resistance here as a resistance, and from that level, what I think that AUD CAD may come down. Okay, and it might range for some more time here. Okay, coming down here. But if you're trading, let's say on the 1 hour, that could be a very good, there's a lot of trading opportunity along this area. In the 1 hour chart, you can see there is a lot of trading opportunity. You can look for selling opportunity once you will find that. So AUD CAD for me potentially downside. All right guys, so let me know in the live chat. Good morning, thank you very much. Sicario, good day coach, how are you? From Philippines. Thank you Sicario for being here. Good morning, thank you very much. I'm new to the channel from South Africa. Mra, you are welcome. If you're new, I will recommend you to subscribe and press that bell button. There is a lot of content every day. We do live twice, live trading, a lot of valuable information that will help you to be well equipped as a trader. And thank you very much for being here. Kindly say about liquidity. Very good question. We'll discuss about it. This is the key, very important key to succeed or to be successful as a trader, is to understand liquidity. Jacob, please send me access. Thanks. Jacob, yeah, absolutely. Anyone want to join us, you can join. Link in the description. We do quite a few trades, VIP trade, as well as we have a lot of content that we post every day in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy, as well as all the details, that all the strategies that I am trading, you will have access to all the trading tools. You can join us. There is a link in the description area, and also there is a link at the top of the chat. Click the link. This is the website link, or I can show you the website. So if you go to this website, so this is our website, www.forextradingwizard.com. so this is the website, www.forextradingwizard.com. and once you go to the website, you can click here, right? Click here to join or find out more. Once you click here, it will take you where you want to go. I'll recommend you to join, and rather than losing money, I'll recommend you to focus on your education. That will help you to grow and grow as a trader. And thank you. Let's move on with other pairs that we have. Okay guys, so let's go back to gold to see how gold is doing. Now looking at gold, what we can see on gold is that this is the gold, and what we have seen that so far this is the move that happened yesterday. If you remember, this is significant movement, and we have been able to catch that move. I think we may catch this one here or this one here, yeah, in that move, if you remember, in our New York session trading opportunity. So, and afterwards we saw again pull back. Now let's see which way gold is to be heading. Now going back to again lower time frame. Now this is the 15 minutes chart. Now the thing here we need to keep in mind is that lower time frame, bigger picture on gold, I think that gold highly likely will continue to drop. Now if you look at the lower time frame, okay, what we see that locally it's trying to push to the upside, right? If you look at the 5 minutes, that's where we see. Now this is where what we see that on gold, 1 hour chart, the price grab liquidity many times from this, from this 20 EMA on gold, and with that liquidity grab we saw primarily had a movement to the upside. I think that if you look at again, go back to the daily, this is what we discussed in the beginning, that highly likely gold may respect this daily resistance level where there is a 20 EMA. Now why? Because always keep in mind guys, this is what I try to tell you. I got a frequent question from that, can I buy or sell? Before you decide either to buy or sell, the first thing always need to look at is the trend. Trend is the key factors that every trader, every professional profitable trader look at. Why? Because when you trade with the trend and hold the trade for longer term, and you do the proper risk management, you use a strategy, this is the only tools that you need to be a consistently profitable trader that you are dreaming for. A trend, market is, to know the trend you need to know the market structure and liquidity, and then price action. Know these 3 things and then have a strategy based on these factors, holding the trade for long time, developing a sound trading psychology, and anyone can be profitable. So I'll recommend you to always look at the trend. You see the daily chart, no matter head and shoulder, double top, double bottom, any pattern comes at the end. Okay, trend is always your friend, and at the beginning all the time. So if you look at this here, you see that trend is always prevalent. And you can see we had a big trade, you remember, here in this live session on gold. You see there's a massive liquidity gap here. Now after this kind of bullish rejection, bullish engulfer, if you look at the price didn't move much, it just formed a doji here, right? And then dropped. Now even trend is more important than liquidity. Let me show you. If you look at this daily candle, you see this is a massive liquidity gap. We'll discuss more on liquidity. So there is a massive liquidity gap here, right? After that much of liquidity gap forming this giant bullish candle, the bulls failed to create a bigger one, just a doji. It's a deceleration. It's like if you are driving with a very high speed with a car, and then once you press the brake, what will happen is that slowly it will take for your some time to stop, like the car will slip away. So this is the sleep of this brake. This doji just has gone up a little bit. Now liquidity gap here and also liquidity gap here, but which one giving you the bigger move? You see the direction of the trend. See, this is why it is important that always, you know, a trader who are profitable, they look at the trend, and once you reprogram your, let's say especially the daily trend, if you can, you know, program your mind that okay, because if you are you know, trading every day, looking at daily chart or joining the live session, you know that what we are talking about every day. So you know that gold daily trend, let's say, is down. So then in the back of your mind, you know that the major direction of the trend is to the downside. This is why it is so important. Now as you can see, from this perspective, what I think that you can see gold daily, this is where the high liquidity zone, and I think that after breaking the high, we could see that gold either coming down or at least ranging in that area, and it might form this structure here. You can see so this is where we see that this this is the doji on the daily and daily high. So yeah, very highly likely, and any movement to the upside will give us opportunity for selling. I think that highly likely we could see that movement to the downside after going to the upside. So locally, if we look at, go back to the 5 minutes now, locally we can look for any kind of opportunity. Now locally in the 5 minutes time frame, we see that gold basically showing some upside. We need, it's a bit more choppy here. Let's see how it does. We'll come back again as soon as we will find an entry. We'll jump on a trade. Guys, let me know how are you doing. Good morning, thank you very much. Gold, Jogs, yep. Aussie yen, yeah, absolutely. What do you think of Aussie yen after the rate decision? Yeah, we'll be and looking at Aussie yen, Aussie dollar, and Aussie CAD, your USD. Khalid website should be fixed by now. There was a little bit of maintenance after should be okay. Khalid, when did you looked at? Let me know. I think not by now it's okay, but if it's still not, let me know after the live. I'll look at again. There was a little bit of maintenance going on. I think it's okay now. Thank you. Euro dollar, Aussie yen, yep. Today New York holiday. Can I trade London? Yes. Okay, so let's see. I don't know why this page are not organized properly. All right, so let's look at now AUD pairs. Let me see. Okay, so let's first of all go through the data, how they are impacting AUD. Okay, so the news is released 2:30 p.m. cash rate, which is remaining, is most of the time you'll see that this data normally keep as it is. So from data release perspective, there isn't a major change in the figure. So let's see how it is impacting our price on AUD USD. Now AUD had a breakdown like the AUD CAD that we discussed on AUD USD as well. So if we look at AUD USD, what we see that from the daily perspective on AUD USD, like the Aussie CAD, let's first look at weekly. Now looking at the weekly, guys, you can see there was a big bearish candle followed by past week there's a doji. Now this doji also to me is a bearish candle. Now this weekly doji for me, it's a bearish candle, and because there is a very massive drop happen on AUD USD, a big bearish candle, a doji, very highly likely that AUD USD will remain to the downside. Okay, it will remain to the bearish. Now before it come down, we might see a retest of the weekly high, which is a probability to happen, and then we could see that AUD USD coming down further. So from the monthly, if we look at, you can see this is the monthly candle that has closed. Now monthly, now you might say, okay, I'm not trading on the monthly, then why do I look at the monthly? Monthly, weekly, daily or higher time frame help you to understand the overall direction in the market, and then it helps us to understand on the lower time frame to see the proper entry. This is the right way to analyze the market, looking at higher time frame, have a clear sense of direction, and then lower time frame for entry. Now as a trader, what we need is couple of things, two things mainly. Firstly, we need to see which way to go, like either to buy and sell, and then when to sell. You see, these are the two very crucial point, or I can say the question that a trader need to answer before opening a trade or trading is which way to trade, that means buy or sell, and then when to trade. Now which way to trade, or either to buy or sell, will comes from the multi-time frame approach. That means when you know the market structure. See these three things. The second thing coming up is when to enter. Let's say, should I press the, okay, I know that buy. Now when do I press the button? Now or after 5 minutes or 10 minutes? That is where comes with the price action. Okay, so market structure, liquidity, and price action, then that when to enter. So this is why it is very important that to understand the directional bias, one must know the multi-time frame approach. Now if you look at AUD USD, this monthly candle, we see that this monthly candle, there's a long wick here, has crossed all this monthly high from this long wick monthly bullish candle. Now this candle, it looks like it's a bull candle, but it's in fact more of bearish candle. Primarily is because it has significant amount of liquidity trigger from this resistance line. I think that AUD USD, we could see initially downside, we might see later upside, because you can see cross all of them completely to the upside and then close back below. You might see that initially downside on AUD USD. Now looking at the weekly, it's the weekly doji. Now this week, what I think that AUD USD might remain downside, but after this kind of doji, I really want to see that AUD USD has tested the weekly high, or even has broken the high and then immediately rejected towards the downside. Now looking at the daily, this is where is the key. You see, this is the line that we have drawn here. This is the resistance, and also this is the resistance, and this is where the price is in a sideways. So let's see 4 hour. Now this is key points on the 4 hour perspective. There is a very sharp rejection on a USD. It is crucially important to see how the market is reacting here. I think that because we discussed so far here is the weekly, right, the probability to retest, but going back to the 4 hour, because there's a whole week remaining and also the NFP week, I think that AUD/USD during the NFP we might see that spike, but at the moment, because this red candle is a news candle, you see there's a very sharp rejection. I think that we might see short-term probability to drop, unless, you know, not blindly. If we see, you can see I have drawn this level here. Go back to the 1 hour, like the UDCAD, it formed this neckline. For me, this is a potential reversal pattern here, okay, and then breakdown. If I see the price tested this support here as a resistance, this is 1 hour chart, and if we see the market is, you know, giving us a potentially, especially along the zone, potential sell signal along this trend line, in that area we can look for potential selling opportunity on AUD/USD. Okay, so you could see that the market range in that zone. So because it has a rejection, let's see how the price reacting here. If we see potentially downside, we can look for selling, or if it is a fake move just to, you know, gather liquidity, then we will see very strong bullish price action, and then we'll see what we can do. We'll keep that updated, guys. I'll recommend you to more of observing, less of trading. Still we trade a lot of trade, but still it is always a good idea to be patient until you see that the trade that you're looking at. Thank you very much. Today New York holiday. Yeah, Khalid, there is a little bit of maintenance going on. Because of that, probably you couldn't access. Now you should be able to do that. If not, you will be able to do it in a couple of hours later. Thank you. Good morning, coach. Hope you're better. Thank you very much. See Fibonacci. What is Fibonacci? BTW. Yep, we'll be discussing that. Did you analyze Euro USD already? Not yet, not Euro USD yet. I'll be analyzing now Euro dollar. But before I jump onto the Euro dollar, guys, if you're looking for a regulated broker, our recommended broker is Evertrade. If you if you need a broker, that I would recommend to use Evertrade. Link in the description, and also there is a link given in the live chat. You can click the link and visit the website. Click the link and then register for free. Start trading with a regulated broker. Also, you can use the code Wizard. This is a partner code for 20% bonus. So yeah, this is a great broker with no commission. Safe hand. Your capital will be any capital you are trading with. So you can start trading with them. For those who already registered, you can start trading with them. I would recommend you to even start with a smaller account, maybe $100 account, and then give a go in your trading journey so that you can learn and grow and also trade with a safe broker. Thank you for that. Thank you very much, Muhammad Irfan, for your appreciation. It's really helps. Thank you very much, and I'm always here to give my best possible for everyone. Let's see what else we have. Okay, so AUD CAD also and AUD USD we saw after this break, it's now pushing high. It is important to see that if it is a okay, so what's happening? There are some jump on AUD. Okay, looking at JPY and other instrument, let me see on the daily, and euro dollar as well. Let's see. Okay guys, so let's look at euro dollar. Now this is the daily chart. As you can see on euro dollar, it's just euro dollar, just from the daily, what we see that it's in a very narrow range. It's a very narrow range. Let's see the news calendar again to see how the price is trying to plan for longer term perspective. So if we look at today's this week's calendar, very volatile, as you can see. Today AUD news been released. Tomorrow, so from tomorrow onward, Friday, as you know, that there is a non-farm. So basically the price is preparing for this move. Okay, there will be very, very strong movement during this non-farm, and because of that reason, you can see euro dollar, this is the daily chart. What we see, the market little bit in a sideways, it's a little bit of choppy, a green candle, a doji. We might see on the higher time frame little bit of sideways movement. Okay, let's see which way, bigger picture, the market might be heading. Now if we see this market here, okay, this is a weekly chart, right? Now from the weekly, and from the monthly, see euro dollar, this this price is fully in a sideways. Okay, there is no trend in it, right? There is no trend. So now let's look at overall picture, what we can expect here on euro dollar. If you look at the bigger picture, what do you see here on euro dollar is, you can see series of higher low, and we can see that series of also lower high. This is a you can say that from longer term you may not be able to fully comprehend which way the market might be heading. So but for the shorter term, let's see what we can expect here on euro dollar. If you see this movement on the daily, this is a daily bullish move on euro dollar, and then there has been significant consolidation in that area. Now the only way, the only way one can see the possible direction in the market is from two important factors from the direction is discussed, is that the trend and the liquidity. How the liquidity helps is that, always keep in mind, when the market gather liquidity from resistance or from the top, you will see the market will be heading to the downside. This is the rule of thumb. I'll show you quite a few examples on the lower time frame later. So if you look at euro dollar on the daily, okay, we see that this is the daily move. So trend is up, and then it formed this local channel. You can find this as a bull flag, okay, and so this is the situation with euro dollar, right? What I think that euro dollar during this NFP we could see that movement, okay, and finally we might see that euro dollar has broken towards the upside, finally going towards its long-term uptrending market structure. Now for me to sell on the lower time frame, I need the price giving liquidity from the top, because this is what we discussed. If you see the market grabbing liquidity from the top, chances that the price will move towards the downside. Now euro dollar, you can see there has been quite a few manipulation here, and there is one thing we can see: whenever the market is coming to this important level of support, there is a strong rejection. There's a strong rejection. We could see the drop again, and we might see moving in this channel until the NFP, until we see the NFP is released, and then we might see that euro dollar again moving towards its long-term uptrending direction. So now the way it is consolidating, it's on, let's say if you trade on the 4 hour, there is nothing here. If you trade on 1 hour or further lower time frame, there is some opportunity may come along the way. So now if you look at this channel, then you know exactly now how euro dollar is evolving. What I think that if we see euro dollar has extended to the upside, giving us selling opportunity, then we'll be selling to this support level on euro dollar. Okay guys, so let me know in the chat how you are thinking about the euro dollar. Also let us know your thought. So Mila, thank you very much. Dollar CAD, USD, thank you very much. I could join VIP membership today. Excited to be part. Ritesh, thank you very much. You're always welcome, Ritesh. It is really good to see you are here. Thanks for considering Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I'm sure that everyone will be here, will enjoy the Forex Trading Wizard Academy. That's a great place for learning and growing together as a trader, guys. And if you want to be part of the trading community, don't hesitate to join us. Link in the description and also link at the top of the chat. You will be accessing all the trades that I'm trading, having all the strategies that I'm using, and also all the tools that we are trading in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So let's see. So we saw euro dollar. Let me see what other pairs are giving any opportunity. Okay, so let me see NASDAQ and US30. All of them, I think they are a little bit in a sideway. Okay, we don't see much movement on this one as well. See US30 also a little bit in a sideway. Okay, so US oil, looking at WTI, had a, okay, so we saw that US oil had a rejection from this resistance zone. Let me see what's the plan for US oil, as tomorrow meeting is coming up. US oil from bigger picture, from the monthly, okay, this is a now two-way situation with US oil. First of all, from that technical perspective, we see that US oil, this is the monthly price action. There is a massive drop. This is the monthly rejection from this level. Now with that rejection on US oil, previous months we saw this long wick candle from the monthly, and with that monthly long wick candle, what we can see in this last 3 months on US oil is selling. Also this one is selling. See, this is where I prefer you to guys to rely on the price action. Now this is a green candle. You can see that this is the monthly green candle. Now why am I considering it as a selling candle? Can you advise? Let me see your response on the live chat. This is you can see full body red candle. This is a full body red candle. Now this one also selling candle, and by understanding this, you'll see that your trading will dramatically improve. I remember when that's how when I started to think that way, analyze that way, then I started to see all my trade that completely the other way around. I started to see that, okay, yesterday I thought that this trade should be to the upside. Now why am I thinking now it's to the downside? You see, this is the key points here. Because from the retail trading perspective, the way I used to think also is that, okay, this is a support, right? This is support. Now the price has come to the support, what I can say, a shooting star or a doji. Now the price has dropped well below to the support. Now it should have a bounce. Now this is how we intuitively think, but trading is most of it counterintuitive. Okay, so you'll see that completely different. It defies the common sense, it defies the logic. So you see that why this is a selling. Now with each and every candle, I ask myself a question. The question is, who is in control? See, this is the very, very important question that one must ask. If you ask yourself who is in control, you'll see that you'll get the answer. Instead of thinking in terms of pricing, let's say if you look at the pricing, you say that, okay, WTI is 70.24 is too low price. So by logic, when you go to the market or anywhere, by logic we think to buy when the price is low, and that's completely fine, right? When it comes to commodity or any kind of product. But when it comes to trading, it's completely the other way around. That's why it's I don't consider it as a sports. Trading is more of than the business. So it's more of asking this question, who is in control. Now if you go to the sports, for example, you're watching a soccer game, and the team that has let's say team, so who is in control will have less score. You see, this is how it works. Like less score means, what do I mean by this? Let's say let's say if you're watching a soccer game, the soccer ball will be less penetration to those who are in control, right? This is how trading works, that who is in control will always dominate the market instead of price. Now if you look at this candlestick, this 3 months price action, you can see that this is the monthly candle, monthly bearish candle, and then monthly candle. Now what happened when the market opened here this month? Two team, buyers and sellers, started to fight in the sports. It's like a wrestling game or soccer game, and then seller are in control, so they put that price down, right? Now the next month, a bit more, couple of buyers got expired or expelled, and then the sellers more in control. Now it comes to the buyer's turn. Some buyers took control, but as soon as they push the price high, again the sellers took control. Now if you look at this whole month, all the sellers were very aggressive. If you look at this candle, it's much more aggressive. They hired more seller. Okay, when they got winner, they invested that, hire 10 more sellers, so they made this red. And when they're gone for holiday, the buyers came, but they're very weaker. Whenever they try to push the price high, the sellers again push the price down. So in the third month as well, the seller in control. Now in this whole 3 months, the seller in control, so this market is susceptible, or what I can say, that more of chances for drop, because who is in control will dominate the market. And that's how you can look at the candle rather than looking at the price, and then it will give you an idea of which way. And you can look at in the beginning, you can do it like 5 minutes candle, do it one by one. Once you do a couple of times, it become autopilot. Okay, then you can make money in autopilot. Trading is like that. Once you know how to do that, once you know how to analyze the market, take the trade, sometime even you are over the phone and you can take a trade, and that will work out very well. That's called the making money in autopilot, living the life of dream by being a profitable trader. So yeah, this is how you can analyze the chart, analyze the market, and then you'll see how the price or everything is doing. Now if you look at this resistance line, you can see it's a very powerful resistance on US oil, and this is a support level the market is respecting. And what I think that there's a very high chance for US oil again to go up and test this level, and then to drop back to the support level. And I think that finally, ultimately, we might see a bit more range here, and we might see that ultimately break of the support like this, a long wick candle, and then rejection or ultimate potential downside on US oil. All right guys, hope that you enjoyed. Let me know. Thank you very much. So please analyze NZUSD. Thank you very much. Please Aussie yen, NZUSD. Absolutely. Any probability for gold to go up and break the level during the FOMC? Yeah, there is a lot. There could be. If so, can we take sell from top considering monthly candle? See, there is a probability. Yadu Krishna or Gopi Krishna. Look, there is a probability for this, but to take a sell trade during the NFP, if you look at the weekly, if gold managed to break this weekly resistance, okay, you see this is the weekly resistance level, all right, and if gold managed to break this high, definitely I will look for selling opportunity for definitely, but it may not even break the high. That's why it is important to see there is a daily 20 EMA. Okay, we might see just touching and coming down. It will depend on the lower time frame price action. You see, we trade based on the lower time frame price action. You have seen our trade that we opened yesterday is a 5 minutes candle. You can see from here, and the market has made a massive move. Now if we adjust this trade, replay the trade, then you'll see actually how it could be. If you look at, it's totally from starting of the trade, it was a 6.5 to 1 reward to risk ratio trade. Like the whole overall, we closed at 2 to 1, which is very good risk to reward. You know, too much greedy also will take you again out of the trade. But if you can hold for bigger, that's completely fine. You can, you know, sometimes I hold up to 5 times. It depends on the trade, but 2 times is fine. 2 times is a very good risk to reward. Will never, you know, if you have a very simple strategy and if you do have a back tested result, and if you hold the trade for longer term perspective, or always, you know, take it to the full potential, definitely 2 to 1 will keep you always in the winning track. Okay, this is how trading is. Okay, and this is why we have that back tested result as well. If you want to learn our strategies that we are using in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, you can do that. You can join us. There is a link in the description area. You can visit the website and then click the link, click join now button. You will be able to access everything that we have if you are our lifetime member. So I'll recommend you to do that, guys. If you really want to scale up your learning and growing and being a, you know, consistently profitable trader. Thank you. So the link you will find in the description, and also you can find the link in the live chat. Can I join the VIP channel? So to join the VIP channel, you can visit the website, link in the description, and also link at the top of the chat of this chat, website address. Once you click the website address, you will be taken to this website. This is our Forex Trading Wizard Academy website. And once you are here, click here to join now button, and then you will be taken to the website and you will be able to access everything that you have. So I recommend you to do that. Go ahead and do if you want to be part. All the trades that I'm trading, I share in a VIP Telegram, and also you will be able to access all the VIP chat group where everyone is interacting in Forex Trading Wizard Academy who are trading with us. So let's see, guys, what else we have. We see suddenly there's something happening with AUD. Let me see. So there is a massive drop and again massive movement. So there's some manipulation is happening on AUD. We see that AUD USD also has immediately gone up. So there is a drop. You see, this is what I was discussing about. So we saw the market has dropped, but it didn't give us the selling opportunity. Instead, looks like bullish. So we are still looking at that. If you look at the daily, we might see some up and down. Let me see, guys, all of them to see. So Aussie CAD also had a movement, Aussie CHF. So AUD appears a bit more volatile. That is also moving the gold, because gold more often reflect AUD USD. Just looking at all of them. So looking at GBP USD as well. So there is a daily doji on Gbpusd, and if we look at the monthly here on Gbpusd, we see there is a monthly bullish candle, and there is a long wick at the top on Gbpusd. Look at the weekly, we can see that weekly doji here on Gbpusd from the daily. There's a daily doji also. Okay, let me see how the price is trying. Sometimes the price action is so it might make you puzzle. You see, this is a very unusual kind of price action on Gbpusd. What I see that there is a possibility to break to the upside on Gbpusd. You see, this is the daily channel on Gbpusd, and this channel, if you look at, you can see that the market was moving in this channel, broken down, has gone up again because it grabbed liquidity. This is what we are discussing about, that when the market grab liquidity from one side, it normally breaks to the other side, and the trend on Gbpusd is bullish. Okay, and there is a very high probability for GU to break to the upside. So from the 4 hour, I see that potentially this market, after this movement from this inverted head and shoulder, slowly turning to a bull market. I think that GU may break to the upside. Okay, there's a very high probability for Gbpusd. So that could lead most of the USD pairs to be volatile, and gold to be, for short term at least, to be upside. Let's see. Gbpusd, what I see that potentially movement. Now we could see some manipulation. There is a daily doji. Okay, so let's see how this candle closing on the 4 hour. As soon as I will find an entry, I will be definitely jumping on a trade. This way not a good idea. We need to see after candle close above the resistance line, retest of this previous resistance as a support. If we see the market is showing its hand, then we'll be jumping on a trade. And any trade that I'm trading also, I'll be sharing with you guys. If I'm I'm not on live, I will be sharing on the VIP group as well. You can join us if you want to be part of that. Link in the description, and also link at the top of the chat. Thank you. Waiting for gold to give me a spike around 9. Thank you very much. Gold, yeah, coach. Any news today? Today there isn't much high impact news, but tomorrow coming quite a few. Okay, with FOMC meeting minutes and many other. Gbpusd and dollar yen, yeah, absolutely. Can you touch Aussie yen? Yeah. One long gold 1923 is trade. Yep. JP appears. Euro NCD, yeah, absolutely. We'll be looking at that. Okay, so dollar yen, let me look at. Alright, so we see that with the weakness on dollar yen looks like that it might now slowly, dollar yen, we might see some downside. Okay, we might see that if you look at the daily, you can see its consolidation. We could see the dollar yen coming down for a shorter term perspective. If you look at the 4 hour, you can see the market is consolidating in that area. I think the dollar yen might have short term drop coming to any of this liquidity zone, and then once you see the rejection to the upside, you will look for buying. But it's a very long term bullish. I will really not be any interested in selling dollar yen. You can see it's a very strongly bull market. This kind of market very good to go long once we'll see the locally local breakdown. Now this this candle, we cannot say that it's a change of trend, because the longer the direction of the trend, the stronger it is, and the more time it will take to reverse. So it's coming down means instead of thinking selling, we will be looking for buying once you see that overly extended to the downside. Okay, this is the wisest way to trade is to wait for the market to be overextended opposite direction of the trend, so that we can look for buying opportunity. I think dollar yen might break this low, come back down well below, and then we'll look for buying for bigger bigger holding. Dollar yen, we saw that. And JPY pairs, so if we look at Euro JPY, yeah, all of them doing the same way. See all of them in a consolidation. Anytime we'll see that local breakdown, and then we can look for buying opportunity. If we look at the GJ, also a bit bullish than dollar yen, but it's still a bit in a sideway. So any kind of drop, okay, will give us potential buying opportunity. Okay, yeah. Most of the pairs almost in the similar way. So AUD CAD and AUD suddenly became a bit stronger. Let me see what it is trying to do. Okay, once we'll see the pattern, we will be looking to enter. All right guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this live session. There is another one coming up, and we do open quite a few live trades as well. I hope that you enjoyed, and yeah, no problem. Thank you very much. I will still be on live. In my zone, it's still on, so I will still be on live in NY session, just to see, because it's NFP coming up, we can have some preparatory as well as to see how the market is doing, what's our planning. I will be on live, so if you, I hope that I'll see you there, and make sure you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. And before I go, if you're looking for a regulated broker, use EverTrade link in the description, and also I can give you a link at the top in the live chat. Also there is a link, you can use that link to register for free with EverTrade and then trading with a regulated broker. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again very soon in a couple of hours in the next live. Until that, stay well, stay happy, manage your risk when you are trading.